Good evening and welcome. And thank you so much. First of all of you came here tonight in a busy scheduled day, and one day, working day. Take your time, show us your love and support. That means a lot to us. Thank you so much, New York City's most important person who has come here to support an immigrant family, always his love and support to show us and give his most important time, New York City, Mr. Eric Alvin. Thank you so much. Please allow me some time. I want to tell you a little bit about myself, where I come from, and how I want to be an editor. I was born and raised in a very small town in Bangladesh, in a very small country in a bigger world map, Bangladesh. I was used to go to the school. What is that? Provide me to have some kind of textbook, and the teacher, what they have knowledge and they teach me. That's how I learned when I was a young girl. But as a young girl, I always want to be a great person. I always dream some funny dream. In my dream, I was flying on the sky. And I always share to my mom, and my mom would say, "You're a young girl, don't worry about it." And I keep always seeing that I never can walk. I like to fly. I like to fly as a happiness and seeing the world. So as a small town, most of my parents that time, like 25 years ago, or 30 years ago actually, 25 I'm here, they don't allow a young girl to go any other city to study for higher study. That means like into the Bangladesh capital at Dhaka. But I couldn't go there because of the limitation of that time, because of any one little girl, they're not moving without another college. This honors, the sophisticated college that I couldn't ever go to. But my dream was inside me always. So I went to the Dhaka when I had finished my study in Chatpur, and I got to meet Mr. Bari in 1997. I know that at times I didn't finish my study. In the middle of the study, we got to get married, and he has to leave his job, corporate office job, and get me here because of the love. He don't want to leave me alone in Bangladesh. We have to come here in 1998. One thing I remember, my mom said it to him, "Please take my daughter, but make sure she finish her study." From her young childhood, she has a desire to finish the study. She wants to finish a degree that she always desired. So in Bangladesh, that time we actually only know two Ivy League college, like the Oxford University, and one is the Harvard University. That's only we know about it. And I thought, like, I might want to go there, visit there. It's like a childhood dream. But when my mom said it to us, said, "Please take care of her study," and he brought me here in 1998, and we got to get our first son. I was taking my college admission paper from FIT in Manhattan. I want to be a fashion designer, but I got to get him, and then 2001, Bari, and then 2001, Bari, and keep continuing 2005, Bari. Altogether, that time I didn't have my vision on me that I'm going to go to the study, but that vision was that how could my kids go to the school, good neighborhood, good schools. And so we moved to the Stafford County, beautiful home, small little our dream home in Ramkhandama, where my kids can go to the good school district and the good neighborhood. Also has to work so much hard because of the paying his high mortgage, and then all those valuable things that my kids get comfort in the home, and I get to make sure that I get a comforting home. Thank you, Asif Bari, for your journey to us. But he never forgets that I have to go back to the study, I have to go back to college. With 3 kids, when I give them to the school, and in 2008, I went to the Suffolk Community College. for my journey to start their interior designer. As it has to work in the night, I used to go to the Dunkin' Donuts. As 6 to 10 o'clock, like 4 hours for my life, I have to work. It's not for paying any bill, but to give my kids a pair of beautiful shoes that my kids cannot be looking in the school and any other white person that they get. They're not gonna say me, but they are gonna feel that they are behind with anybody. That money I could give them a nice clothes. I remember that day, but Asif was always telling me not to go to the work. But I know that his ability for that kind of big home, Borneo, sent it to him, Bangladeshi's parents' money. We have to always take care as an immigrant, our parents back home. Give it to the parents, give it to the brothers, sisters, take care of their family. I've never been asked him a single penny to buy nice clothes for me. But desire me inside, instead of that, I want to work to afford myself some nice clothes for my kids and me. Journey start there, but not finish it there. In the college, as a color and English as a second language, born in Bangladesh, not in any English medium school, learning about Bangla and going to college in this country is not easy for me. So many discrimination I have to face because of my color. Thank you so much. I always have to face why I feel like after 13 years of breaking my study with my kids, I have to go to the college and I don't know that fully how to some word that need to be explained myself to give the answer of the question. Sometimes I ask my professor, teacher, sometimes they're looking with me very weirdly. I feel very uncomfortable all the time that am I not belongs to them? Am I not right to have my study here? Why not they try to help me? Why I have to do, their eyes tell me I don't belong there. That makes me cry. Sometimes I drive home and cry why I'm not fit for that community, why not for the college. I want to give my kids, my grandkids, my next generation, that their grandma, their moms go to the college and finish a degree. They can say proudly. So, for the discrimination, I actually showed Mr. Eric other one later. I wrote a letter at that time. Mr. Barack Obama is in the our president. I wrote him. I think it's like 30, only 300 words you have to write. But I was skipped that part for email. I wrote my hand a letter that when my interior design professor, Irish white woman, she told in the class, White House is meant to be for a white person. Now, as a black person is coming and so many furniture gonna change, so many design gonna change. And I feel so low in the class. I couldn't, because as a Asian woman, I couldn't share my thought and my frustration with anybody. I write a letter to him. Why we have to face that kind of discrimination where I want to be honestly go through the study and establish my kids as a first generation immigration. Can I have my phone please? I have a letter from Mr. Barack Obama. I'm just gonna want to read 2 lines for you guys. So Mr. Barack Obama, he wrote me September 8th, I got the letter from Washington DC. Munmun Hachina Bari, dear Munmun, thank you for writing and congratulations on your graduation. I'm inspired by the strength and resilience that came across the stories like yours. The spirit of tenacity and the hope that has endured in the American people since our earliest days has come to define who we are as a country. Optimism, even when times are hard, is the brighter of our nation. And when we summon that the best in us, no matter what comes our way, we can persevere. Again, thank you for sharing your story. I wish you the very best. Tell your kids I said hello sincerely, Barack Obama. That's the biggest achievement I think I got that day. As a woman, I like to be. Why not? I'm not. Why I have to tell everybody every time, why I have to prove myself every time I'm better than others, why I have to be the questions every time. I'm not good enough for the English, I'm not good enough for my family, maybe I'm not good enough for the making myself a sturdy in the in this position in the community. I always get nervous, and that people nervousness always in my head. Let's not my daughter to grow like that way. I always try to give them that space and believe when they come from school. I used to look at their face, they are not get bullied. They're they're happy, they're healthy in their mind. Make sure they can go their own degrees, and not for that I have to face as an immigrant woman. I'm not good enough for anything. No, I believe myself. I finished my study in 2016. Then I went for the corporate office, I went for a banker, I explored myself as a corporate woman. Then we got to join us at our own company. But as a woman, I want to tell you everybody, we are the heart of the society. We know that we bring the people in the world, we raise them, we instruct them, we keep them study, we fed them, we make the family. Why women we have to prove every time we are better than others? Why not we can work together, side by side, each of us, by the men and women together in the society? We want to work together. I'd like to say here, I hear that things from a lot of my respected editors here is another newspaper. I'm not here to compete anybody. I'm here to uplift everybody together, that we can work together, that my next generation and women and my daughters and our daughters can work together by the men, side by side, as an editor, as any position, as a lawyer, as a teacher, anything. I'm here to uplift the community. I'm not here to compete with anybody. So thank you so much to come out and support me all the time, support my family, support our business. And I'm always going to be thankful to all of you. Thank you.